Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be unboxing this Gamakay MK61 which was sent out to me by Banggood, so special thanks to them. To start off, let's look at the box quickly. At the front, it has a nice standard Gamakay logo, pretty standard, you know, your usual branding on the box. And on the side, this has the specifications and features of this keyboard. So quickly, right up here, it says hot swappable switches because this keyboard's optical hot swappable, so that's pretty sick. And then it says 6.8 million RGB backlight colors. You'll see the RGB on this keyboard. Gamakay always goes nuts with their RGB. Back to the box, multi-platform compatible, so this is compatible with a bunch of different devices. And this is something we don't see that often at this price point because this keyboard is like $35 and it's also wired, and it's got a green dot there indicating that this comes with green switches. I haven't used green switches before, so this is going to be interesting. At the back is nothing to see there. On the side, it's got a couple diagrams of the different switches. I got green. It says it's optical instead of mechanical, so that maybe indicates in the future that they might bring out some mechanical versions of this keyboard. And it does also say that this is 61 keys because that is the only one available on the market right now. So if they do bring out a 65% one, I'm looking forward to that.
Inside the box, we first get the board itself. We'll put that to the side for a little bit. Beneath the board, you'll see the instructions which contain the functions, media keys and RGB effects. You'll probably want to keep it to learn everything your board can do. And beneath the tray, you get a keycap puller, cable and some other stuff. The cable is a USB-C cable that's braided and has a right angle connector. It also comes with the Velcro, which is useful for cable management. They gave a wire keycap puller, which is really appreciated since the plastic ones usually scratch the keycap, so that's great from Gamakay. In the little plastic bag, there's some spare tester switches. As this board's hot swappable, you can see what other switches feel like and sound like in the board. This is sick for people that aren't too sure which they prefer yet, and of course a switch puller is given to take out the switches, and that's all for in the box. What separates this board from the other 60% is the keycaps. It comes with PBT pudding keycap stock, which you don't see at this price point really. It makes RGB look really good. I should say quickly as well how nice the colors look. The soft pastel colors make this board just that much nicer. So for the case, it's at a 6-degree angle, which is really comfortable to type on without a rest I found. Whilst we're on the case, at the back you got 4 rubber feet in each corner and some branding in the center. The board's also not too hollow inside, but it could do with some foam if I was being extra picky. This board's hot swappable, like I mentioned before, with optical switches, not mechanical. So if you are looking for a mechanical switch keyboard, this isn't the one. Mine came with Gateron optical green. There's not much I could find online about them, but what I did find is that they have a 35-gram actuation and they're linear and they feel very smooth as well, like most other optical switches, to be honest. Since this is hot swappable, you can use any other Gateron optical switches in this board. You are kind of limited as there aren't many optical switches available though, so keep that in mind. But they gave us an optical blue and brown switch to try, so you can do that, which is really nice to find out your preference if you like them. The stabilizers are quite decent with less rattle than your usual board at this price point. Below the spacebar, there's rubber dampeners to reduce the amount of spacebar rattle, I assume. Small things like this at this price point I really like and I do appreciate. The stabilizers also don't move much in their sockets, unlike the Gamakay K61, which had a ton of rattle, so definitely some improvement from Gamakay. And have a listen yourself and hear for yourself what it sounds like. One thing I did notice is that the spacebar had some warping. Honestly, it was a decent amount, but it doesn't affect the actual spacebar when I'm using it, so I don't think it's that bad really, but it's worth mentioning since I haven't seen anyone mention it before. These keycaps, as I mentioned before, are pudding keycaps, and they're decently thick and have clean legends with just the regular font you see on these keycaps in this range. Since I'm talking about how nice these pudding keycaps are, I should probably show you the RGB effects and the functions. If you hold the FN and click the hash key, it cycles through the effects presets, and you can control the brightness and speed of the RGB effect as well on this board. It's all in the manual as well if you ever forget, but they're also indicated on your keycaps with symbols, so it's easy to navigate through. Also, if you hold the FN key plus specific letters, you can use them as media keys. Oh yeah, and there's an application you can download to further customize the layers and effects on the keyboard, so that's sick as well. Now it's time for the sound test. I'll be upgrading the keyboard soon, so stay tuned and enjoy the sound test. Peace.